This machine is the Hammer Strength Isolateral High Row. This machine works the latissimus dorsi or lats and the middle upper back muscles, the traps or middle and lower trapezius in conjunction with the rhomboid. The starting position for the isolateral high row, we'll see that it's in a higher position. That actually puts the latissimus dorsi under greater pre-stretch prior to starting into the lift. You'll also see that the handles, they start in a close position and come through to a wide position. This is called a diverging action. More the way the real world works, and also allows us to load the target or bigger muscles in the back more. You heard me mention that it's an isolateral machine. What isolateral means is that there's two loading points. So we'll see that there's 2 points at which the weights are placed on. We have 2 levers and they both then work independently of each other. That allows me to do this machine using 2 hands, a single hand, or an alternating hand action, or if somebody's injured, an uneven weight. Its application to the real world, this sort of action is if you want to pull yourself up onto a ledge, or if you're in a sporting situation and you have to pull somebody down. The isolateral action on this machine, it allows us to work not the lats and the rhomboid alone, but it means we can do the single arm actions, which means that we're then also using the muscles that help develop lateral stability through the spine and also rotational force or power through the spine as well. So now we're ready to get set up. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you've placed an even weight on each of the loading horns, if it's an even weight that you desire. Then you want to adjust the seat height so that when you pull through, the arms come through, so the elbow comes through around a mid-chest position. Adjust the knee rest up, ready to start. So I've adjusted my seat height, it's in place, grabbing the handles in an overhand grip position. As you sit down, bump the knee pad, it'll come down, it'll lock you in place. We're now good to start lifting. So my chin is up, my chest is high, my stomach's braced. Squeeze the shoulders down out of the ears as you pull the elbows down through to the side of the body. And control back up to top range. Getting that bit of pre-stretch through the lats, shoulders are down as the elbows come through to the side of the body or torso. And control back up to top range. As we said, this machine, it's isolateral, so it can be used multiple ways. We just used it using 2 hands, which balances out a strength difference from one side to the other. We can also use it in a single hand mode. So with this mode, I have it with the single hand. I place my hand across the stomach. It reminds you to switch those core muscles on, keeping them braced. Still get that pre-stretch. Take that shoulder down as you pull that elbow through to the side of the torso, controlling back up to top range, getting a bit of a stretch. Down, pulling through to the side of the torso and back up. Remember, we said with that, it helps develop the muscles that give us lateral stability through the spine and also power in rotation. We can also use both handles and we can do an alternating action. My same thing, my chin is up, chest is high, and I'm alternating now from one side to the other. What this is doing, it is forcing those stabilizing muscles and those rotational muscles of my core. It's alternating the action between them. In the real world, we don't get a warning that we've got to change direction, so it's a great way to use the machine. Some of the common mistakes that you'll see when people perform these style actions, they'll forget to engage their back and they'll start to pull from their bicep, because so often that's the way we do things in the real world. So they'll pull and you'll see a lack of movement through that shoulder girdle region. That's why we want to make sure those shoulders come down out of the ears as the elbows pull through to the side of the torso. Also, you want to be conscious of making sure that you're not pulling and extending through the spine as you try and pull the handles down. Keep yourself in that neutral position. The final thing that we want to consider is when you do a single hand action or alternating, you want to keep your body nice and symmetrical. So we keep it symmetrical, trying to avoid pulling through or rotating away. You want to make the muscles do the stabilizing, not the adjustment of the body. If you want to develop the balanced program, then you could look at doing the Hammer Strength Isolateral incline press.